Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the circus. I'm James Blinken,
And I'm Barnum and Bailey.
and you're listening and watching the Management Forever commentary. It's great to be back, isn't it, sweet pie?
I'm not actually Barnum and Bailey. My name is David J. Green. I'm an aspiring child star, and I'm the star of this film.
He is 22 when he filmed this.
And I'm 22 while recording this.
Well, you turn
Audio
23 soon.
Yes, indeed.
Anyway, you're playing a guitar here. It's a small guitar.
Believe it or not, I've never actually played the guitar before this film. I just picked up on it really fast.
Right. You see all the figures from the past films, the head and the figure.
I think the production design was especially artful.
Oh, and that was by you.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was fantastic.
I love the use of the VHS tape of Fame and the Kids Bop 8 CD. That's really the greatest Kids Bop album they ever put out.
Really, why?
Well, I guess I like 8.
Sure. So Radiohead is playing right now. This opening is inspired by Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, but we use the real rock version of
Not the acoustic.
not the acoustic, so it makes us different. Of course, it gets interrupted by 6B,
6B.
played by me. This is probably your most intense screaming scene.
Yeah, I got so sweaty filming this scene. Everywhere I was sweating.
Yeah, I was actually patting you down with paper towel. It was quite the experience.
Yes, I've never been that moist on a set before.
You haven't been, but there's always a first. There's always a
first on a James production.
Thank you. And now we're at the toilet. If you listen very carefully, you could hear you rubbing your beard with the hammer.
Yes, very carefully.
Very carefully. Now we're having an argument
Yes.
about.
I think the wardrobe in this scene was meant to describe the inner animosity that our characters had for each other,
And what would that be?
yeah, but also a deep love for each other.
Deep love. The relationship between these characters have expanded over 3 films. At first,
Four films, actually.
4 films. You are right. But this is guest appearance of the film is by one Christopher Virgos.
Yes, he is a wonderful piece of man.
Yes, he is a piece of man. We actually filmed his material in California, and we filmed your material in New York. So it's a transcontinental film.
That's like crossing the country.
That's exactly what we did. You
Yes.
hit me with a hammer,
Yes, I was worried you were gonna get hurt in that moment.
but I didn't. It was all fine. We were laughing a lot, though, so that was causing pain.
Yeah.
And sweating. And screaming. But only screaming for acting purposes. There was no screaming at each other.
Yes, it was a very peaceful set in which we were loving and caring, and we hugged before and after every take.
Every take. It actually extended our filming for 400 filming days.
At least 4 hours.
4 hours. 4 hours or 400? What is it?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay. It's hard to remember.
Time is an illusion, and so is me.
Is the management an illusion?
I think the management. He's not just a film character.
He's more than that.
I think if Time magazine had their head on straight, the management would be Man of the Year.
Something is starting to
That I agree with that
worked here all my
concept a lot, actually. But the film really focuses on your mental being
Yes.
and about if you can be the management or can you stand it. Of course, we must do a fart joke because
And this scene took so long to film because I was constipated AF.
yes,
As
I
bleep,
remember.
as the kids
Oh,
would say.
Siri has a special appearance in this film.
Tom Cruise's daughter?
Oh yes, Tom Cruise, second daughter actually.
Siri or Suri?
Sorry.
Playing Neil
Oh.
Diamond's Sweet
Okay.
Caroline.
Well, that might be the third.
song reminds
But
me of Caroline.
Siri really needs to be. I think our movie is making a meta commentary about that.
You accidentally attracted Siri on your computer.
Yes, I did. Let's not do it again.
Okay.
But
This
the
scene-
program that starts with S and ends with Erie, misunderstood you.
This scene was actually written by ChatGPT.
No, it was not.
I'm
it
kidding.
Was not.
April
No,
Fool's.
no. It's June. It's June, and this is not releasing until after June. Back with more Christopher
Yes.
in a bathtub, which is the only a character that would make place for the management to have be his sidekick is someone who stays in the bathtub.
And I particularly like the design of that shirt with the stripes.
Oh, thank you. I wore it yesterday.
It feels like almost like prison chic.
Why? I thought it was kind of a summery shirt. That was a fantastic shot.
Yes, I love that whip pan. It's very
Very
much-
whippy.
It's very whippy. It's like Wes Anderson.
Yes. And the licking of the lips. It really shows how...
The management is a sex symbol.
For who?
People with a brain.
That's very true. The management is just a signal of life and how we can live our best one. And
For
talking about...
People with a brain and people with a libido.
Yes, yes, yes. Now, this scene was inspired by another film I made.
2001
Today
Space
just-
Odyssey.
No,
Yeah.
Graham Lewis, but there's two of you
That's
in
the
one
last
shot.
time
Oh,
With
yes.
J.W. Lee.
My colleague.
Yes, your colleague. You starred in film.
We studied together
studied together
at Juilliard
at high school.
High School. Yes.
But this is a fact. It's great to have yourself talk you out of things.
This is the actor I've wanted to work with my entire career.
Really, and it took this long.
Yes, I was inspired by Paul Bettany because he said that. Spoiler alert. But
Oh, when did he say that? He says that.
he talked about that for WandaVision, how he was excited to work with an actor he's always wanted to work with before.
Oh,
and then he
because-
worked with himself.
Oh, he worked with White Vision.
White Vision.
White Vision. Not to get confused with the other Vision.
Yes.
Yes, he's from the West Coast Avengers, which is where this movie was filmed.
In the West
Full
Coast.
circle. There we go. Okay. Why
American
did you do
Girl.
this to the poor doll? We do not condone violence here.
American Girl dolls are brilliant. They're a huge part of our society, and I do not want to offend that community.
Can you explain what you're doing with your arms here when you signal, when you feel free, when yourself told you to be free and to F around, and what
I
are you
was
doing?
trying
with
to be like a maestro, a conductor at the peak of at the height of his powers,
at the heights?
like just at the tippy top.
Oh, tippy top. You look like a bird, like majestically flapping in the wind.
Oh, and you didn't tell me there was something in my teeth, which really bothered
I
me.
didn't see that. Okay, there was apparently something in Mr. Green's teeth, and
It was
I didn't
green,
see
and it was in my white teeth. How
Well,
did you not notice?
because I would not notice such a thing like that, because it's something I just won't notice. Because green. But this is our heartfelt scene. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Together.
this was we had to break up filming this scene multiple times because we just started weeping.
And crying.
Well,
Because
that's
it was
what-
the final scene.
That's what weeping means.
It's the final scene we recorded.
Yeah, ever.
Ever. Until the commentary.
Yes, this has been the actual final thing.
This is the final thing for the management as a whole. But
Yeah.
But your acting in this film, like your facial expressions, your face, it's just so.
It's like a cardboard.
It's delicious.
It's like a cardboard sculpture that's just beautiful.
That represents so much and matters to so many people.
Oh yes. That.
Yes, and then
Chris.
there's that. And then he takes over for you. How do you feel about passing the baton of the management?
The baton.
The baton.
The Baton Rouge.
Baton.
The baton has been passed to Chris Virgos.
Ivan.
And I think it's important that the franchise continues with a new.
The
lead.
franchise is done.
No, I think money talks. Money talks.
Money talks. Money talks.
Money talks, especially when you're.
But these characters, the relationship between
I was
has
saying,
come to
though,
a climax. Yes.
Money talks, especially when you're on crack cocaine.
Oh, thank you. Okay, we do not endorse any of the things that
Yes,
Mr. Green just
don't
mentioned.
do drugs. I'm serious.
Can we enjoy
I
the
do not
moment?
do drugs. Do not
Okay,
do drugs.
okay.
It'll ruin your life.
Thank you. Anyway,
You'll go to hell before you die,
Oh,
like that Mario man.
I love how much we handshake at the end here. We shake, we hug, and then
That was the most
should
romantic scene I've ever had to
even though there's
participate
no romance.
in. And
between
I've
our
done
characters.
some passionate sex scenes.
That was very true. What I said. Like you're weird. Like you're dramatic.
Well, thanks.
Oh, and this scene is reminiscent of the first film's opening when you're walking down the hallway.
Oh.
You even trip and hurt your foot again.
And I love that his shirt is tucked in.
I know, it makes you seem so much cooler. And I love to think that the management would go see The Magic Flute, which is the show you are going to
Well, he
try crash
He
it then.
is the magic flute.
You are a flute.
At least that's what the ladies call him.
The magic
Although I
flute.
was taken out by
They call
some
Elijah the magic flute.
Yes, King.
Ah, there we go, full circle.
Kick-started
How do you
by
feel about
This is
ending
like the
your
Breakfast
character?
Club.
Yes, well, it is. Each of the films ended in this way, but this
Yeah.
was the most public way.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the ending to close off?
Well, I think that's a hell of a final shot.
Yes, people are looking at you.
forever.
Well, that's a given.
Yes. And how do you feel about reaching 169 on the Billboard charts?
I think that was a major achievement for my character. It really was. It made me believe in myself as a musician, as an artist, as a man of voice.
And that is fantastic, and that's what the management always wanted, and will always be. Anyway, I think this about wraps up this commentary on the management forever. There-
Forever. We're done with this show.
yeah. You see the little dolls from the films in the background, and there is a post-credit scene.
Oh, Neil Diamond.
Yes.
What a man.
Thank you. Anything you would like to leave? You leave off the people.
Oh,
I've
Henry
been James
Hamilton.
Blinken.
Henry Hamilton.
Yes,
Happy
he,
birthday.
He told us to use creep. Thank you.
Recent birthday, Henry Hamilton.
Yes.
And I love this. This post-credit scene was entirely my idea. I just said, roll the camera or I'll kill you, James.
And that's what we did.
Yes.
Anyway, I've been James Blinken. Thank you for listening.
And I'm Mozart.
He's David J. Green.
Achoo!